Being a writer, writing as a secretary. You see a Benin man writing as a secretary. And then the Oba of Benin have to wake up. He need a lot of pleasing. Oba of Benin need a lot of pleasing. Because he must know that a life was given to him by somebody. If he's a king here, he cannot be king in heaven again. He needs to be talked to. He needs to be talked to. He's behaving like Nebuchadnezzar. And that is Daniel 4. You should go and read from verse 17. Enough is enough. The Lord said he will visit him before the end of 2022. And he needs to be very careful not to die in his sleep or fire inferno. And he's going to bury a lot of illustrious sons who joined hand with him to perpetrate and foment all this evil. And then the young man that was on the YouTube that is telling him the truth, he should bring the boy back home and parley with the boy. The boy is the current angel of the Benin people. He's the current prophet saying the right thing to the Benin people. How many rituals have they done to kill him? They cannot. Can you fight God? No. And when you look at the book of Jeremiah, that same Jeremiah, he said in 23, from verse 18, he said, who has ever been in his council before? Amongst you. Then when you look at the book of Acts of the Apostle 16, Acts of the Apostle 13, Acts of the Apostle 5, then Acts of the Apostle 7, and Acts of the Apostle 6. Then you now see what happened in the Apostle 9. When the man arose and got to a power, he said, I will surely destroy.
Iwoke Savara o. Iwoke Sane Wonyagbon. Iwoke Sane Moahu. Iwoke Sane Wonya Edo State. Iwoke Sane Nyami Ribi. Iwoke Sana Sideline. Imioji Sonoji. Listen to me. Clean your eye. Open your ear. Let me tell you the truth of life. I want to know. Let me speak English so that the Benin people will hear. So that the Benin monarch, the Oba of Benin, will hear. Now only Benin get Edo State. I want to ask you people a question. Now I want to talk to now. Let us fight for our rights. The Benin have been cheating us, have been destroying our life. The Benin has been mismanaged our own resources, whereby they are not from Benin. Oba Benin is a Yoruba man. Go. They do museum for there. Do you know how many millions that they can take? Benin people, they make noise like television when no clear. Somebody carry and go Oba Palace. Now only Oba be number one of this citizen. Oba, now only you be Benin. We are Edo State. We are from the Ogiso family. We need to talk through and let them be ashamed. All the old king, when the 5 local government of this town, for the presiding officer of the state, where they want to put that 35, the millions went there, the billions. Now Oba, you know they tire for money. Oba Benin, you are the talk to. You know be God. You know even get juju. Because those juju will bring for Yoruba, no they kill Ogiso family. No they kill any gay. We be any gay. We be Otairu. Now we got it down. Oba Seki, let me warn you. Because Bila say, you want to play with your life. Oba Seki, no go as the governor of Edo State. No give that Oba that money. Share up for the whole 18 local government. Build that artifact museum for Central of Benin. Maybe they take money, they watch am. If you give your only Oba Seki, God go punish you. No go ask my leader. I dey tell you my mind. No listen to all those Benin juju. Benin get juju. Yoruba juju they work. Yoruba juju na liar. Oba Seki, no go ask thank God say you get sense. You know be mugu. You remember the time when you want to enter power. Oba disappoint you. Oba Benin disappoint you. Who is Oba Benin? Oba, Oba, quiet. Quiet. You steal our throne. That throne you are sitting there, so now Giso throne is a
Ah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My brother, na good evening. Artifacts wey they wan bring from Germany, the country where I live. Kotisugbo comment dey insult. If una go check Kotisugbo war, no amount of insults wey Kotisugbo no insult Obaseki. Ultimate equal comment, e insult Obaseki, dem no arrest am o. All those ayoyowa, none of them wey no insult governor. All those okaigele, okai toilet, they even call Obaseki betrayer, enemy of the land, this, that. Nobody insult, nobody na arrest them. Oh. Now they see wetin dey happen for Edo State now. Oba Abini not deaf, he not only already, he be blind. When Imajoka come out say these artifacts wey they wan carry come make Oba Abini allowed governor to manage am. Now everybody na get the money. Make they share am for the 18 local government. Don't come become crime. I wan call lawyer. More na the list lawyer wey we take, he try. More na dey see. I wan call am una here whether he go carry phone again or no. No, I will tell una wetin happen for court today. No be small thing o. Make I tell una wetin happen for court today, my people. One of the listing o. One of the listing wetin dey happen o. One of the listing o. People go come Europe here. So if na come tell you about wetin make na dey run for house. Now come dey put life for Fulani head. The Oba of Benin na him be the main reason why our people dey run comot for house. Una go come now say na Fulani na him cause am. On Friday, first of all, I want to give credit to the Edo State Judiciary. I am very happy with the Judiciary of Edo State. Edo State Judiciary is now the last hope for the common man. The states, Edo State have done justice to Imajoka. I am so proud of the Chief Justice of Edo State and the judge we have, the judge that preside over Emmanuel Ijoka case. Wetin happen be say immediately the judge deliver judgment, they go block our lawyer. Oba of Benin go block lawyer. More na dey lis ten o. More na dey lis ten o. God. So this Oba of Benin na real devil. Na now me dey know now. Devil incarnate. Oba, me. I will never stop fighting for my people. Imajoka already talk and say, if you kill him, they bury am for river. Okay, make I go like this. Today, Jocker family go ask for prison. As I speak to you now, Jocker is sick. So we be the things if they release and we'll kind of go hospital, we'll go look whether they already poison am, because you all know that inside palace there are machineries to poison people. Even Buhari cannot even do what the Oba Benin specialize. You go poison and the person you can't go house, you can't sick, they say na juju kill am. As at today, Majoka dey vomit. Majoka is seriously sick. As Oba Benin no treat this guy reach, Omahewe, he no obey court order. He say na him be Oba Yagbon. Na he get Ilebinu, na him be their gods. So today, Majoka is seriously sick. The nurse for inside the prison yard come tell the family, say make they release am, make they carry am go hospital. Say he's seriously sick. Mona dey hear o. Na so they take kill Ali that time. Na him father na him do that one. Him now say the Isha now he wants to kill another Isha. Oba Benin, before I elaborate more, what you are doing, you are only fooling yourself. Let me tell you, even though they give me 5 years imprisonment, the day where I go come out, I will start to insult you again. I will continue to curse your generation until God will destroy your ancestors. My brothers, as at today, they give am food, no dey fit dey eat. Seriously sick. Majoka is seriously sick. Court releasing Majoka. The commissioner of police, they say the Oba of Benin give am 25 million. They call me from state CID. They say the Oba of Benin give commissioner of police 25 million. Today, they threaten our lawyer. Our lawyer now will call us and not dey carry phone again. Who will call lawyer? Lawyer saying in the sick. Who will call lawyer say I'm on it? Whether they give the lawyer money or whether na only threat wey they give am o. Out of the five lawyers wey I take, all of them, they threaten all of them with deaths or they go eliminate them. They say na Mantu Idoyekime, no say Mantu Idoyekime na hire killer. Na Eba Magba dem Abato Baze, that Abat wey you dey see there, and Magba na all of them dey. The silent killers wey dey, you Abat say, na demonic people that you dey see there so. Every cultist, no never know about. I don dey expose, I ready to expose am the more. They say na dem Idoyekime, no say na dem dey kill for Oba, the Eba Magba, the Kingsley Terror. They say na them na he call lawyer. Their lawyer can't call our lawyer. Tell am say na royal toilet. Make the lawyer step down immediately. Na lawyer saying get children when they fear. Lawyer step down. If they call lawyer, he will tell us they sick. You know the year where lawyer. The remaining 5 lawyers, all of them step down. I don't know, they see the kind, even for Abuja, if you carry Buhari go court, lawyer will stand. But we come to Oba, not be say they fear the Oba because of the killings. People they tell say na Tony Kabaka they kill. Na lie o. Na dem Eba Magba, Kingsley Terror, Idoyekime, this one. Na it make many for people run come off for home. If they kill you, they no go see your dead body. And the commissioner of police they carry come, so they say now in the work direct hand to hand with Idoyekime, they can kill as many as they can kill. So far you may give her money, he will defend you. The commissioner of police, let me go straight to the point. As I speak to you now, when we went to prison today to ask of Jocker, nurse refer sister say the medicine we go eat, not the inside that prison. May they go buy medicine. Come, they can't go buy medicine. Come from pharmacy. Sister, come go. Mona they see Mona they see this Pharaoh, this devil incarnate, Satan. Because Oba Benin no get hearts. Now human being wey say you no get hearts. You know they think like normal human being, because person wey they involve for killings. So they take go buy the medicine. As they buy the medicine for her, they can't go court, they can't take new lawyer. Well, damn the all. They can't take new lawyer. The lawyer say me they first give her money before he come up for chamber. As how much be the money for lawyer? We will pay for lawyer. Lawyer say na 200,000. One of the list, what damn one of just a list, I think the politicians they are listening to what I am saying now. Mokuna know the killings wey dey take place for Edo State na Oba na dey in charge of all those killings. Mona the list, na lawyer say 200,000. That's okay. Before you come out for office, now they give lawyer 10,000 naira for to come out. When they reach court, mona the listing, mona the listing. As they reach court, the judge dey sitting. And the bailiff, then they sign release warrants. Warrant they release, they want to release in Jocker. As the your day, as the your park healers come, them Kotusugbo and them Abato Baze boys, they park some for Bulaka Junction, Abato Baze. Except each people know they give you work. The day when you will collect money for each people hands. So them Abato Baze they park some courtists for Bulaka Junction. They may Magba, the boys they did for near Central Hospital, their sides. They marked everywhere. Courtists too, they surround. Then, because of me, they for even attack the Majoka family, they for even collect their phone, beat them, do everything. Because the Oba been na Pharaoh. Na he be God. They say na he be second God. In short, na he be God. So nobody no give a devil. How somebody can compare himself to be God. My people, Abato Baze thugs, they for Bulaka Junction. Of my brother. Siana, different cars and they park. With different guns. They say they be vigilante. Abato Baze is sue. Everybody mean is sue. When I never go like the boys stand. As a correct man, inside Abato Baze boys, Missy get agent for inside there where they will be like person want go peace. You go see call me say man we dey on ground. Now Abato Baze na he place us for then I say Abato Baze they work with Iba Magba. And those boys they be years. I say Now I say okay, no problem. Now as we just there's day for courts before you know what they happen. OC legal with the IPO with commissioner police vehicle the all rush come court. Wow. This is a commissioner police called the all rush enter inside courts. Then they call our lawyer. Our lawyer say they don't threaten us, saying they fear me, they don't go kill the children. One of the listing, for Edo states. One of the listing, damn you know so no. Call lawyers, they fear, say me they don't go killing children. And lawyer na Romeo because if they kill lawyer, just nobody will take off the children again. Me you take no see the Oba being a killer, strong one. And they enter courts. As they enter courts, they go meet registrar. Oba being from palace. Call the registrar, say me they prepare the warrants. He say, now so they insult the judge who deliver the judgment for phone. They even insult the judge. Now say, Oba Obini, you too get power. Cause even they insult judge. Hey, so well, no problem. Now if waiting governor no go fit talk. Now Oba, now he be governor. If you come contest election, so that me you just be governor. But may they not contest. May you endorse yourself, endorsements. Automatically, now you go be governor for our state. You don't see where Oba they obey court order. Police now he supposed to enforce law, but now police now he can't be complainant. My brother, I don't see this type of thing before. Commissioner of police now he be complainant for the case. Not be Oba be not be complain case. So as they just say like this now, it never even reach how many minutes they just come out again. Commissioner of police come court by himself. Me never see this type of thing before. Me about I show a picture of commissioner of police. Commission Edo State. Well, see Commissioner of Police, see am. Aliu, na see the Commissioner of Police. They don't give am 25 million. Say I be like person wey don die for mortuary. Commissioner of Police na he come court. The judge wey deliver judgment come dey quarrel. Una don see wey we forget this kind good judiciary for Edo State. Oh, abeg, I no know wetin be the name of the chief judge for Edo State. Abeg una write am for me, make I see am. Wagbonladi and the chief judge for Edo State. Una write me the name of the chief judge, make I thank am. The chief judge and the I no even know the judge wey deliver judgment. I will look for their names. They say the judge come dey quarrel, say, where is the lawyer? The lawyer they already threaten and say they will kill the children. That one come dodge go one corner. Make una take know say the Oba be na killer. If you keep person here, they know they see the dead body, they will carry am run. They go carry out the dead body run. If you will, I mean, Wagbona. Commissioner Police. Na him be complainant because 25 million. When you die, you wan carry the money go heaven, Commissioner Police. 25 million wey they give you. They go sell land. Maybe na land, they say they give her the 25 million. Because land that they said, and they will carry your hand, they put your bar. Now so the young land court like this. Wow, whoa. The judge was angry. Lawyer already, they don't threaten lawyer don't step down. Another lawyer wey we go take, my brother, Edo State. Now the grace of God, now our governor fit help us. Now only God na governor, na the same similar name. Commissioner of Police, na he drive come court by himself. When we buy me born there, Emmanuel Jocker cannot keep person. If they keep person, no be so with the bill. Commissioner of Police just drive come court, you go court, you go meet the what be you? Because of 25 million naira. Commissioner of Police enter inside court, go collect bail release warrants. Na him go collect her by himself. As at now, after I don't collect the lawyer wey we take, another lawyer wey we take today, Oba Palace chief call the lawyer for inside court. He tell the lawyer say, you don't know say na royal toilets, royal idiots. Oba, now this Ogodomigo they follow they talk. As I they talk to you now, live here. See the way they drive lawyer. He drive lawyer as they drive goods. Edo State. Hey, GB. Hold on. Okay. As they talk to you, now so they drive. Now some people they look. Commissioner of Police and the Oba chief they drive lawyer come out for court. Look on they see people they run come out for home. Even no who you worry we it amibo. Take boy boss na the Oba. Bini people they go here mawada. They don't great talk. Yeah, matter. Now so Commissioner of Police go meet the bailiff and the office. They all collect. The judge call the court judge now go bless you, judge. And so they all say collect him with Sarin. Now Commissioner of Police now the case now is between Commissioner of Police and Majoka. No be Oba again. Hey, my big brother there, Baba. I never see this kind of thing before. Oh, I never see. Commissioner of police, now God na go punish you. Now God na go punish you, commissioner of police. Eh?
Hello, the person you are calling is on another call at the moment. Please hold on. I'll call back later. Thank you. The customer you're calling is not answering. Please try again later.
Commissioner of police don dey pick my call again. I wan ask the commissioner of police whether na you na him get case or na Oba Obini come get the case. We no we never see this kind of commissioner before. Make I call am whether he go carry again. Am I being called now? Commissioner. Hey. Una know wetin happen Immediately, commissioner of police collect the paper. He just drive to CCID. And our brother wey dey see here so Emmanuel Joker boy, he dey sick. And wetin dem dey plan now say they wan put something like cancer, like that one wey dey give Captain Osa. They go put substance like cancer. Maybe say he wan drink water, they go give am water make him drink. So that they go come later free am. So that the cancer go enter him body or any type of disease. Later when they go release am, he go come dey sick. He go come lean, they go come say, make he go beg Obas na juju dey worry am. Na so they talk now. Some chief wey dey palace na him tell me. They say they wan poison Imajoka. So Imajoka, before Imajoka enter prison, no dey sick, as at night dey sick. Now, the only court wey sit for Benin na him be only one court, high court. High court wey no get hand over that matter. So now they say they wan come arrange Imajoka again with conspiracy to murder. Say wan kill Oba Benin. Attempts to murder Oba Benin. Then attempts to kidnap Oba Benin. They say they wan come arrange fresh charges against am now. Like the charges, that is kidnapping. They no dey bail person for kidnapping. I don't know the year Oba of Benin na inside a palace. Na him for dey arrange the charges wey they wan give him. Why be me born at why be me born yo all to the age of 37 years. He say they see the bed wet the Oba. Ihwemuwe obi ohani kiri na we say no mo je mana we na zeti. This Imajoka already talk about they say if he die, make they bury am for river. Today now the guy is seriously sick. I think everybody they see wetin dey happen now, but the time Oba Benin you go take dey face this type of situation where you go take go jail. Na so you go talk say you dey sick, you go hear we prison. Oba Benin, who we hear who down, we hear who with that more. Una don see that type of thing before. Person wey court free, Oba Benin and the commissioner of police, they conspire, say no way. I dey call commissioner of police, they no carry phone again because 25 million. Land una don sell na take give commissioner of police. Eba magba about Obaze. Even wa una wa mi ebuda o. Hello, good evening, Commissioner. How are you? Hello? 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 The commissioner, they pretend, they carry phone, they pretend because make it, but they fool yourself, commissioner. Not be only you be commissioner of police, they see for them. You they take sides, court go deliver judgment. You say no. Say because of 25 million where they give you. 25 million where will kill your head. Since you come Edo State, and so bribe, then you collect. If they go sell land, they fight, they say they carry money, give you, you go collect. And you don't say our land, now holy land. Now that land money, then go kill you, commissioner. I don't have respect for you. What you have done in Edo State, the whole world are watching you, and you are a shameless commissioner. You will never know peace. People who always behave like you will never know peace. You will see how you are going to end up, commissioner. If you don't leave this boy alone, your debts is around the corner. God will punish you, Mr. Commissioner. The God of our land will punish you. This boy was arraigned in court. What concerns you? Eh? Hello? Eh? Commissioner of Police, why are you doing this? My people, they come here, I put my number here. Anybody want coffee, call. My people don't be smart, you know. They say they want carry. they say they want carry Majuka go for Port Harcourt because of artifacts. Because now only Majuka come and come support governor. Supporting the governor will make you to become. They will kill you. Oba Bini, if you are not careful, this Majuka case will lead to your banishment from that land. Because it's very clear that you are not the one using police and the Abatobaze to be running all those shows. Abi no be so e be? Will you now? When Kotisugbo talk and say, let us see who will come and bail him. And that is what they are saying. So for this evening now, we don't call prison yards. They say they never come carry him. And what did they tell me from Palace? They say they want to put something for a food, make it eat. So that by the time they leave him, he will come the sick. He will come back to Palace. He will say that the juju they worry him. They come. So police commissioner, if you can poison our brother, the whole world, I am broadcasting from Germany. If you can poison my brother because of 25 million they give to you, because if you are not involved in if trying to eliminate our brother, they were even asking us today in prison, say he rape woman, they say no. He keep person, they say no. What thing he do with commissioner of police? Now he can't go to collect babe bomb by himself. Eh? My brother, what? Well, I mean, a police commissioner now, Oji, no. Very criminal commissioner of police. Eh?
Oji, how can a commissioner of police that is that has given that opportunity to become a commissioner in the state, is not joining all those Arabs to be community nuisance in the state? Commissioner that should be against all those oppression is not joining the those one that is oppressing people to be oppressing innocent people. So that commissioner of police, this is a disgrace and a disrespect to the society.
Now he come court by himself, come collect arrest. What did they call him? Wait, they come and pick the assistant phone. Wait, just wait to me and pick. Hello, mommy. Did you hear me?
Now call matter. I will sit there. Then my brother called me, say Barrister Okudo, say he will come court tomorrow, come file against what they did.
Mama, I want me to just tell me when you go prison today, waiting happen to my Jocker.
When I go prison,
yes.
Nothing happened. As we reach there, night there. Now 4 of us go to this.
Wait, is sick? Yes.
No, you listen now.
Okay.
As we read there, now we say make them go bring her home. So as we bring her home, they even they laugh, they smile. Now because me say personally, I can say I'm very happy seeing you laughing today.
Okay.
So now I sit down because it is what we all of us waiting we tell her today say they say may not be fear, may not be.
What about the medicine where you go buy? What happened about medicine?
Wait, see now talk at the talk. So but it wasn't looking good at all.
Okay.
He had on the white, body the white. Now come say, why are you looking like this? You dey be like person where they shock of blood. But now consequently say, be like say get fever. Now consequently, me no fit go buy, we no fit go buy medicine for you. Or now get chemist say, I put the ask of nurse because I see one woman where wear white nurse cloth. Now I say here, say they get nurses. So one of the word I just see there come. Say, may my brother follow me, no, we don't wear nurses day. Now we can't go there. Now that's what they go for. Now you tell me, say, because it's Sandra, my body be like say I get fever. If you read the they made them give me opportunity. They now say, you know what to be opportunity. So opportunity na for typhoid. Make we read their face. Now I say, if I thought say they will give you opportunity, you will treat malaria. Opportunity not be for malaria, so we can't go there. So the woman call me and say, now you say they don't get any drugs for you. Say if I will ordinary paracetamol, say if you know good people. Now because okay, me no go fit go buy drugs for my brother. Then I say yes, I will fit go buy. They will write them for me. They will give water when you see go camp attend and say I want to buy medicine. Say the thing when they write for me, if I buy the medicine, I will still put the paper inside. Make the taste pass me now because okay. That the woman can't say right to all right. I forward that to you like just I forward the things when they say me I go buy to you. So now I take on go withdraw money, I can go buy the medicine. I can carry and pass. I can say for now I can ask they say they know they bring me food on here. I don't feel buy if they come. I don't feel buy fruit for my brother that they could still here. Say me could buy fruit. I also okay, what of all this anything juice, malt, if they do not they say no. Say maybe you know supposed to make me forget about that one. If you just take this medicine finish, then come take this omega H3, which is the blood medicine, it will be okay. So you can't tell her right and put how you take them. That's one can't go like now. Like she do not get water. You say the water when they get, like if you let me buy a pure bag of pure water for an apple. Who will follow me now? Don't go take money from back now their side. No say they know they allow person carry money enter. Now you can say one boy follow me. That one come with for it. You can go to 500 naira come. Also, they may carry one bag of water, give and put it between 80 to 200 naira. So that's all we call the. You know, we say really you call like.
I'll call you back. Make I do something. I'll call you back. No. Yeah. No. I'll call you. Una dey hear now. Say body do the white. Oba Bini, if you don't already poison am, want to know. Cause na so na take kick Captain Osa. Captain Osa wan die. He come dey cry say na inside palace. Na dey for see wetin he see. If una don already poison am, una come dey try, una come see hide am, carry police come dey run up and down. Anybody wan call, make he call. Na that one I want you hear, you stand for inside say the guy is sick, even body dey white. Oba, wey hear me peace with that gun well. I think I don already hear now say the guy not well. I think I don hear. Who wan call, make he call. Na that one now I want just play that music say him not well. Body dey white. But face body come dey white. Oba the hun wey the guy now. A court release in normal wukwe. Una go dey threaten the lawyer. How many lawyers we don take now? 5 lawyers. All of them don run. Hey. Hello? My brother Egwio, I think you see the way she started explain her just now. Say Nancy make she explain her way by herself. Wetin the boy, wetin dey happen to the body? The boy dey sick.
I say they want to kill the boy, the way they tell it doing. So how can the state judiciary they don't already pass on base and then bill and come out? So I'll say no. Maybe they want use them for human sacrifice now. They want kill her, either they kill her or they use them for human sacrifice. And so I say because how can chief judge give he don't pass the boy Jocker boy. They say okay, make the release and Papa say
But
no.
when you start they talk just how you look the head issue, the heads. How you say what is started to say body the white, I be and they say na fever, this. No, you just say they never pointed this boy like that. Abu Hunia, the no have a guani, Billy Mawani. On the man, the church this never give this boy police, make police put on for him food. Or say him drink water, they will put on for inside. Eh?
Well, for say body the white, so that means the thing is getting out of hand though. And everyone see person make they see say the body will come the white like that. Then I don't know all those people. They are the problem of those states. I don't know understand. Because most of them they are so brainwashed. They are the problem of those states. Oba, as okay in those states, can't somebody have freedom of expression? Nobody can talk. They want to keep everybody into slave. They cannot talk. But they can talk to governor, they can talk to Buhari. Oba said nobody will talk to him because he knows that all his ways are evil. So when they talk about him, it's like they want to expose all their activities. So we need to be wise and we need to go against all those people in Edo State. The commissioner of police should know his way and should know his function to act well.
Now commissioner of police, now you go carry the boy. As at this night, now they say they want to carry him for prison. Upon say the boy is sick. Whether the commissioner of police, the whole world are watching you, even though the money with the 25 million, they shark you. 25 million when they give you, now you want die put. But the whole world are watching you. May I parry your picture come out. The commissioner of police of Edo State, Aliu,
the commissioner of police,
Gwandu. Mokuna see him. He saying he go frame Jocker with kidnapping. In a kidnapping case, he say he want go put for your head. He saying he go do and make another armed robber confess am. He go carry am join armed robber, make dem beat am well, make dem hang am, make he confess na armed robber it be. Na Ogun wey dey carry come from Ile-Ife, na go kill you, commissioner. You are a useless commissioner, thief. See how your eye be like person wey already die.
God will soon work against him in that office because the Bible said the love of money is the root of all evil. That means he's joining the people of Edo State to be perpetrating evil, all those evil ones in Edo State. So since he don't want to do the rule.
Banker, you will call me so that we will discuss the Twitter account later. You will call me or tomorrow. Tomorrow call me. But bro, I talk.
Since he doesn't want to obey the laws of the land, so by the grace of God will soon work against him.
This is the commissioner before.
He came to Edo State to come and extort money, to come and collect money and join the evil one.
Abatobaze, you know, say they say if they need money from all those they can need money, they will just call Abat. We get one land like this, come sell them. Abat will just see coalition. People say, oh yeah. I will get one land like this, 15 million, 20 million. Now Abat, now they sell the land for them. Abat is a very dangerous person.
That Abat is a maggot. He doesn't know himself. He doesn't know anything. All his life is just about let me make money. Be it the good way or not. I provided the thing involves money. When I don't count somebody like that as someone.
Anybody you want the phone number of the commissioner of police should call me. If you want the phone number of the commissioner of police, I will send it to you. Please, you people should call the commissioner if he is the commissioner of police working for Oba of Benin or is there to respect the rule of law in Edo State. We don't know. What interest the commissioner of police without them here with the Mona look at very stupid commissioner. Because you are a foolish commissioner of police. I will insult you. You are a fool. You are a stupid man. What would you Adam here? Commissioner police don't they carry phone again, they watch me. Commissioner police now Ogun where Oba Bini carry for me leave and I go kill you. Now he will kill you and your generation, commissioner. Wetin come concern this poor boy. People they criticize Buhari. Buhari never kill everybody they criticize him. So whatever you saw Buhari tire. If at Femi family Kayode they cause Buhari, they call Buhari terrorists. He never kill them. America, Donald Trump, people they call him different names. None of them he put for prison. Even people they call Emmanuel Macron, they slap him. All about Benin will be idiot, will be besides, with the peace for us at the age of 40 years. Now you call the sides because of artifacts. Artifacts where they bring come, they never even bring and come. If Manojo can be victim. If the money come, now me don't know whether they'll give Majoka money for inside. Who will work bewa? If you get problem with governor Oba Bini, why you not go face governor? Now governor now say you want to use your artifacts. When they say Majoka be because of artifacts. The Majoka is civil. Hello? Hello, good evening, sir. Speak. Speak louder, me will hear you.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm about to I wanted to contribute about this Jocker issue.
Okay, go on. Off that one with the watcher so that me that one not disturb.
Okay, thank you. I just move from there. You see, what I say, I'm an Islam.
Okay.
The issue I can see from this issue is this. I thought it would have been better if they draw Sahara reporters' attention to every one of any time they're about to participate in that Jocker issue. It would be better.
Money. Who will bring the money come to draw Majoka issue now 50,000 for Sahara reporter. 50,000. Each anytime you take draw their attention, come 50,000. Not be free of charge. You don't know. You just say all those journalists you don't this but they pay money. Once you just call the number and you put 50,000 for inside now, you bring the information, they will just bring them out. If you say, what would they ask money? Or would they ask money? People they say, oh, what do you mean they even they talk now? Be say, if we say, will they put this news for Sahara reporter now? I will feel call Sahara. Wait me, I call Sahara reporter for your present now. Yo, hold on. Me, I call Sahara reporter. Hold on. Me, I call Sahara reporter for your present. Now, money, all these things be not be free. You understand so? You know they do a free like that. You know, just you look at it as Sahara reporter. Forget Showore na people they work for there, they need to pay money. They pay money. If you not give them money, they don't listen to you. Just listing. One call Sahara reporter. Listing.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 71.
I don't know why I enter voice call. Wait to Sahara reporter. Wait and find another number again. Wait. Make I try again whether you enter voice call again. Sahara reporter. May I try him again? Just hold on. Why now?
Your call has been forwarded.
We just hold on. You see there, bro? Hello? You there? Okay, wait. You can try their WhatsApp. Now, money, they don't run all those things. So, then they do a free. Wait me, I try for WhatsApp, whether they go. Like all those Vanguard, those one not they carry at all. Because all Bob in they give all those one food, meat, job. Then they try those one at all. Those one are criminal. Yes, this is criminal. Sahara reporter, wait. This Oba, whether they don't go back to what they will not carry and come out again. You know, so these people they didn't have money. As we carry and come out, they'll go give Sarah. They'll go call Sarah reporter say that guy I beg take 2 million, not talk and come out again. You understand so?
Because I see online the publish on once, no one to make this one.
You never know. If you know this people, you will run or go to Sahara. Wait. I don't know why the thing not going boot here. Wait. Okay, I just see. I want to call them for WhatsApp me and see whether I will go. And you ring. And because I reporter, you understand, from America. What you need to do is say, Sarah reporter, for you to reach Sarah reporter like that, now you will write them. You write them, you will negotiate price with them. So they will bring the news come out tomorrow morning or anytime. You furnish them, give your lawyer number to them. They will call the lawyer. They will ask the lawyer. IT happen, lawyer will explain to them. Then they will put on there. You understand that they work with correct information and you will drop the money. You understand so? But for Vanguard not they do at all. I don't feel call Vanguard before. Now Oba Palace every month ending how bad they share money they give them. We will share money, give them, see give them food. I mean, they don't ever report anything because I'm evil. No, all those one and I always should need that they try the reports. All those punch that no every month ending punch Sarah not join punch Vanguard these days all of them they come Oba Palace. Oba will cook food for them, will share money give them. That's what they do them every month so that all those evil they don't feel report and come out. My brother, as at today, my Jocker, they say now this night they want to carry him. But you see now say the Majoka body the whites. We don't know what they give him eat, whether they put poison. Because the guy already foresee and saying go die. Oba go kill him. Because now because of the artifact now, Oba been to put all the anger for Majoka body. No be Majoka na be governor. Whenever when you Majoka be. When you sponsor Okairele, they insult Obaseki no arrest anybody. Oma arrest Oma. Commissioner of police now go carry arrest release warrants. He deal with commissioner of police. We human sacrifice. You don't feel they use Isha people for human sacrifice before. You kill Majoka. If you kill him now, you see na police kill him now. Not be police now, you na he kill him. Work there. Wait more. You get children. We are coming up. We will rise up one day. We are just planning now. Before you know what they happen, our youth who organize ourselves. We say now we want to defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves from Deputy Oba, Edoyekeme, and your useless children. We be useless children we born, IVF. We only defend ourselves. We drive all of us come up for house. They sell our land. They employ Deputy Oba, Eba Magba, Edoyekeme. They will keep us. They never see their dead body. Tony Kabaka say he no get hand for inside. Oh we they'll carry dead body run. Eh? I'm probably not tired for this Oba. No be only you and I be Oba for Yoruba lands. Your brothers they everywhere. Where's Obo? Hey, yeah. Commissioner of police now say no. Now he want 25 million. Now he want that put. 25 million. I will kill you, commissioner of police. Tomorrow morning, may you go write kidnapper, armed robbery, go write all charges against am. Go write everything you wan write. Gbegbene yala diyan. Opa Bini, you know the shame. This small boy, now you just you don't want to give him peace. If you can do this boy like this, what about people, all those elect Bini wey they destroy, they kill their dead body? Thank God everybody is now watching. Thank God. Look at people that are watching me now, 700 and something people, 780 something. People are seeing what the evil the Opa Bini is doing. You police carry person go court. Commissioner of police na go na him wan release am. No be court again. Abi mi gbo na. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Murphy, please let me ask you a question. In this kind of issue, as far as the chief judge declare Majoka bail and free, something like that. But as far as now commissioner of police have arrested Majoka, what is the action of the chief judge?
Today, we went to not the chief judge, na declare na judge, the presiding judge of court 1. Na him dismiss the case. He say Majoka not get any case to answer. Me go ask. He say the time wey they delay am, say na they abusing rights. He say me they free the. He say me the guy go. No, he no need shorty. He no need witness. He no need guarantor. He no need anything. Just go like that, free. Then they need to bring the paper wey judge will sign, like the release warrants. Could you believe say Oba Bini tell commissioner of police first of all go Oko. They already handcuff Majoka. Now the Oko prison say no, they don't release am or say when they go bring the warrant come. Today, now the commissioner of police now he come by himself. Me no understand. Somebody no keep person. Or but commissioner of police now go there by himself. Which kind of commissioner of police be that one now? Which kind of commissioner of police now we get for Edo State? Open all with the talk for social media. Read the commissioner of police na die. Now this Oguna Mete die. Say na so you go take die. Commissioner of police, you say na bad death now you want die. If you na dey keep person the true way, this boy now is a holy son of the land. Commissioner, what interest you get for this boy life? You want kill him because of 25 million? My brother talk.
So listen, if Majoka lawyer not fight this thing, 5 case against the commissioner of police.
They threaten. See, my brother, now 5 lawyer, now me take only me. If I lie, 5 lawyer, I give one 50,000, he run. I give another one 50,000, he run. I give another one 40,000, he run. I give another one 40,000, he run. I give this one 40,000. I give her 200. I give another 200. I give her 100. I give her 100. I give her 50. It's not almost about 700k I give her. The money not be the problem. The lawyer did a very great job. But the other ability that they respect court order. I never see that type of thing. My brother, even Abacha they respect court order. Me are not there. If you see the IAs with they park for Ogbulaka, them are bats. Them are bato baze. Any shami person they give bato baze country or foe. Me no know what they okay, when this boy calls to Shomole, bato baze support him. Bato baze no calls to Shomole. Oshomole carry and go and cheat. This is not operation. No. You go carry person come for Muro me. Come put him for prison for Benin. My brother, don't say that type of thing before. You no keep person for Benin. If you keep person now, they will for judge the matter. Na jurisdiction. What kind of operation be this now? No, waiting those chiefs tell me for inside palace. He say that they try to put points in for Majoka, but so that if he come out, he will come sick. they will come and say, Oba, na the sicko, na juju, they worry me, I think you know those things, the way they take do Captain Osa. Oba, if this boy just had the sick now, we got be boy now, I wake banu we ye. I wake banu we. But Oba say they cause Oshomole. Oshomole, they insult him every day. My brother, you know, you see what they have for those states. Oba Bini Ohige Lawawa. Hey, can you do this to the Ijo, man? Ijo, can you try this to Ijo?
Why I never understand is that if it is in Europe, the court have the right to charge commissioner and police to court. If it according to European law, but in Nigeria, I don't understand the system. Because if court have to give order, commissioner don't have right because commissioner is under the court. Everybody in Nigeria is have to follow the rules and regulations according to court order. But this kind of situation whereby commissioner have to disobey the law from the court, it looks so strange to me.
Wait till the commissioner want use Jocker boy to do. My brother, help me ask. Now him by himself, now he go collect release warrants. Now you arrange person before court. We will tell you say make can go. Now you see go collect arrest warrant. Commissioner, what be your interest for this case? Now you want put Asia. My brother, you don't see this type of thing before. Which kind of commissioner be this one? Eh?
In this stress so much. Nobody understands. The more they look at because I don't think they will kick my Joker in. It's not gonna happen. To me, I don't think like that. It's not gonna happen.
Somebody know where you say me they say carry go inside prison. Inside not be prison again. Oh, you from prison carry go inside. My brother, which kind of operation be this one? Huh? Which kind of operation Oba Bini? Which kind of operation be this? Even where guy we are woman. Oba Bini, why they do all these things now? We move where? If we move where, you know the shame. My God. I never see this type of thing before. I never see this type of thing before. Emmanuel Adeo. I never see this type of thing before. Oba Bini, this is my Joker. Okay, I see where like me. We. Zobo eje. I beg. Me, I use the opportunity to call our Asian brother. Me want see talk. Me no dey fight anybody. Na beg me and dey beg. The little me dey talk now be say, if you know you want Imajoka sister number, you want to help, not to talk from now to 1 million years. You don't want talk. If you want to help, please, I will give you the younger sister, the one you see on the red. She's a university graduate. She goes school, but she know because not be every person will talk come out. Because if you want to go work, they say me go be letter come from Mobile Palace. All banner they give you Shamipo letter. If they forbid them, now make you see say Shamipo no they work for any company. All the big company. Now only I don't want to make sure of kind thing. My people. This is our own Nadikano from Edo State. Why must we just allow this boy to be like that? I say the lawyer who will take today, that one Ikawa. When the commissioner of police and the those chief from Baba Palace. Hello?
Hello, brother.
Good evening, sir.
I greet you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I saw the number online. Like, you are.
Yes, Ogiso. I'm talking now. I'm hearing you. Go on, sir.
Okay. Now I can feel you.
Pause that one until you watch me. So that one will be late. You pause that one until you watch me. Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, I just want to contribute some contribution.
Okay.
You know, I've been watching you for the past some minutes now. Although I've called you before, we talked before one time.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay, sir.
You see, this Iman Joker issue of a thing. You know, I can see some people talking anyhow. They are trying to go against Iman Joker. Definitely, in me, I realize anywhere there is smoke, there is something burning.
Okay.
But just that the ones that are benefiting from the evil doing, they want to close it down. But I pray God will help them out.
Yes, sir.
In the sun. Because why? I understand that even the Ishans, most of them, they are blind. Why do I say so? I remember when Ishan and Benin are doing anything, they don't do things together. Ishan go on their own way, then the Benin go on their own way. Then how are we the same?
Okay.
If that be the case. You understand?
Yes.
See, now that policeman now that collected money and decided to go against him now.
Yes.
God will do it. If it happened to him the way it happened to this guy that was making mouth, that was showing himself, that was trying
Oguname.
to say maybe
Oguname.
yeah.
We die like that.
Trying to say is this or that. Never knew that people who even get the power, they don't talk.
Okay.
You understand? By his grace, he will come out. And if anything happened to him, the God of this land will fight justice for him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because definitely a thing like this, as far as they are saying now, is sick in the hospital, at the prison or say wherever he is there now.
Yes.
As far as that smoke has come out, definitely these people can do it. You know what they can do now?
Yeah, I do.
That is a cutis.
Yes.
You know their motto is what they call it, forgiveness.
Forgiveness is sin, yes.
What you think, in that they are blind, all those drunken ones in it, the drunken ones in it, and now they're the one doing all those things now. They're happy because of the peanut.
My brother, I said the lawyer, another new lawyer will carry courts. They threaten to kill the lawyer. He not carry phone again. No, lawyer will say 200,000.
It's very possible.
The lawyer not carry phone again. No, best, more than a best barrister, best man. Don't forget they call him. That one run. He say for the way those states, no lawyer will ever get up. Say one face courts. They say they will carry the lawyer, the dead body. They say they don't do one 3 times before under the former Oba. One lawyer with the judge, they say they don't see the lawyer till tomorrow. Many lawyers like that. They say all of them they fear. Oh.
Yeah,
if you just talk about Oba, they will see you again.
The ignorant ones of it there, let them be looking, and they will continue being slave. They will continue being the slave. That is the evil ones in it.
Okay, wait to no verse. What in Majuka talk? He say the artifacts now everybody get and make they share them. The money.
It's
That one
not
offense.
No.
Eh?
Maybe you must have said about rich, all those kinds of minor talk.
Court say that one no be offense. Now court say that one no be. He say that one no be offense. What did judge talk now? Say they no fit try that court. Say now who roll me. Say now who roll me. They fit do that kind of case. Say now who roll me not before here. Say they should go and try the case with Urumi, not here. If the Oba needs to get 5 head, may he go Urumi. Who sure he could use the commissioner of police still they do all the. But if you want show power, now this small boy now you want show power. You don't see Igbine Diomi go show power for Igbine Diomi. You don't say you get power. Eh?
That is the thing. So now, God will bring their leg out.
He go say no here.
I watched one documentary yesterday.
Okay.
The documentary was saying something pertaining how this they were calling names. Sure, that man is a Yoruba man, and they know.
If it looks, Ijo people who sell Ijo people say na he say na they are present. Now me to go tell Ijo people make the talk. Eh?
I watched the program yesterday. And I was telling somebody sitting by me, you see whether they say magic or talk. You see these people and let the Benin, let the I don't know how to pronounce it.
Siamo. They watch the job, watch the yeah. I put time again. What time you give me? Call me back again. Just what? Yeah.
Eyes on. The Okobo Kingdom. And all other Ijaw-speaking kingdoms of Edo State are peace-loving people. We are peace-loving. We are not at war with anybody, but don't dare us. We are peace-loving people by their law-abiding disposition, which, with regards to the rule of law, knowing the importance of peaceful coexistence with their neighbors, our refutation of the false claims and expansion tendencies of the Oba of Benin and the Benin Kingdom should not be seen as joining issues over what ordinarily could have been termed frivolities of twisted minds, or dignifying a roguish and bullish attempt to falsify, subjugate, and culturally appropriate ownership of our land, since the historical truth of our Aboriginal status is a well-documented and settled issue. Documented, settled issue. Lies often repeated over time without being countered by the unyielding truth assumes a monstrous life of its own, but tend to occupy a short space in the cultural, social, and political fabric of a nation and become a morass with sometimes devastating consequences. The Ijaws of Edo State were in the land you presently claim as yours. You were settled by the Ijaws at a village called Udo. Yes. Your first settlement. Yes. Presently still called same. The name has not changed. We witnessed the...
When I say now Udo, then they follow come. Where me and they come. The first place they settled was Udo. These Ile Ibinu people. What they claim saying that they born us.
To the Oni of Ife to bring one of his sons by name Oramia to settle the internal crisis that engulfed the entire environment due to the influx of the Benin to our land. The original name of the land presently called Benin is Adobo or Igodomigodo, meaning the key to the kingdom in Ijaw language. Oramia, in anger after failed attempts to reconcile the aborigines and the Ife settlers at Udo, village called the land.
You see the Ife settlers, that is the Oba of Benin, the Ife. That is where they are settlers. Now they be settlers. They take advantage of us. Eh?
Before his departure back to Ile-Ife, the Ijaws of Okomu, Olediama, Egbema, Fropa, and Gbaran clans of Edo State are not quick to forget about the relationship that has existed between the Benin Kingdom and the ancestral home of Ile-Ife. This was evidenced by the practice of the Benin people of Edo State taking the bodies of their late Obas back to Ile-Ife for burial. Is it a lie? No. The word Ikimu, corrupted by the British to Okomu, is an Ijaw word meaning the roots. Regrettable to state that with the huge economic contribution from the natural resources, the Okomu Kingdom is natural resources of the Okomu Kingdom to the coffers of the Edo State government. The latter has not found it fit to locate basic infrastructures in Okomu land. It will surprise the general public to note that the most token of government responsibility, education, is completely absent. As there are no primary and secondary schools, there is no link road to the outside world in Okomu Kingdom. My pressman, let me tell you, we have just on our own organized a secondary school. We hire teachers. We pay from our purse to teach our students so that we will not remain illiterate. Where else has this happened in Nigeria as a whole? But as a common peace-loving people, they take us for right. They take us for granted. They want to cage us educationally. They want to cage us politically. They want to cage us economically. And they want to cage our future, which we are saying no. Eyes up! Yeah. We are saying no to this. This is the cruise of this press conference. Very close to us. Odigi, very close to us. Small villages, not more than 40 houses. They have their own king. Then why must that of the Ijos of Okomu Olodiama be a different thing? That they want to strangulate us and just to call dog a bad name to hang it. But history will tell. At this junction, it is important to note that the Perez, kings of the Ijaw nation, are neither elected nor by inheritance, but through divine selection by the national gods of the Ijaw nation. They are both spiritual and political in their sovereign dispensation. That is why when a king in Ijaw land pronounces a curse on you, you are cursed. Unfortunately, through the economic and political marginalization of the Ijaws, there is an attempt to demean our monarchs and deny us our aboriginal rights of ownership. We are ready to defend with the last drop of our blood, our kingdoms and our kings. Izo, Izo kumemi, area miamne, tebaya. Okomu Kingdom in Edo State, like all the other Ijaw kingdoms in the state, has suffered serious political marginalization. Successive governments of Edo State and the Oba of Benin have orchestrated clandestine moves to legislate on traditional institutions matters with a view to subjugate and to coerce the Ijaw cunningly and forcefully, and thereby reducing them into second-class citizens through the enactments of laws that are obnoxious and negate democratic and plural society. The Ijaws in Edo State are balkanized into different wards. For instance, where there are large Ijaw communities and population, they are deliberately broken down into smaller units and merged with Benin-speaking constituents to prevent them from producing their own representatives. That will stop. This should be noted. We are not at all at war with them. But don't dare us. Don't push us to the wall. This barbaric act cannot happen in this era of civilization. It is an abomination to our ancestors, to we the living, and to even our future unborn children. 5, that the state, federal government, and all relevant security agencies should prevail on the Oba of Benin, Oba Eware II, to stop his attack and that of his subjects and agents against Okomu, Ikoro, and all.
Nasi Kotisugbo, what he write? Can you just imagine this uncircumcised Ijaw singing the song of war? When una see war, una go run, enter river. I just pity. Ikotisugbo, ogun ogbu e Kotisugbo. What do gwa lo wana orion ba, orion to. Kotisugbo wetin dey find for here. Wa gwa lo wana. They don't use it. Me I go play the video. They take me when one me gwa. Who ni pe a? Me I play the video. They take use Kotisugbo dey. Now you can't fool yourself. I want play the way they take you drink water for palace. Yeah, work pay. Fear will let you try that thing. You will go carry the majokwa. Fear will let you go carry job people like that. No soon will work bon. Can you try that one? No soon will. I want plan that video where for use Kotisugbo take drink water for palace. I want plan. Yeah, work pay. You do go along na water. I beg that video where for use and take drink water. I want plan Kotisugbo. Curtis. Who say you may come here? But carry of Olobo. Idiot.
Yes, good morning to you all, my conscious Edo people. If you're watching with me, this
I want play Kotusubo. They don't they go drink water for palace. Eh, wa mo la de. E nudo gwa lo na wa ta re na. Mama ti we yi mana. Eh? They will let you near your person. Because you see say malediction people quiet. Wow, so Kotusubo me I find out your video na nwa me be gwa no so wa gbon. Ya wa mo la de ugbo. Mo ni.
A very good morning to you all, my Benin brothers, my Benin sisters across the world. A good morning to you all.
Wait, I get that video with this guy for the drink water. I mean, I feel they play this one first. Me, I find out.
Sisters across the world. This morning, that idiot in Uromi, I don't like mentioning his name, was arrested in the early hours of this morning when I led a team of policemen to Urumi last night, and he was arrested in the early hours of this morning. He was not kidnapped, he was arrested by policemen. He is a stupid bastard. You think he can insult our Oba of Benin and go home to sleep? That can never happen. Not in our generation. So, the coward, I thought he was a strong man. The coward jumped out of that.
as you can see, this Kotusubo on the floor. How are they? One of the members of the Solidarity Movement, you can see Kotusubo on the floor. Yeah, on a video. And you have your attack on Facebook. When you have your attack, you have your beggar. As you can see, Kotusubo on the floor right now. Okay, okay, I cannot. You can see Kotusubo is being disgraced in the palace of the Oba of Benin. Every time social media start talking anyhow, as you can see, he's being treated as one of the enemy of the Oba in the palace, in the public of all dignitaries. As that to tell you, anything you're doing, stop throwing bad things to the palace, because one day you will be disgraced also. So this is one of the payback time. Kotusubo be disgraced in the palace of the Oba of Benin. Right now, he's sitting on the floor.
Una no see Kotusubo. No sun wa gbon wa sun wa orin ogiso. You know see ah. Ye person. Eh? Wa sun Kotusubo. Ijo people na dey talk just now. Why you not go Ijo land? Go Ijo people no dey insult you, insult the useless Oba. Why you not go Ijo, go carry one Ijo? The Ijo people your time go so reach. Why you not go Ijo soon wagbon?
I'm waiting for any man or any woman that will come and stand before him. That person will know, will understand that you cannot insult our Oba and you go home to sleep. This morning, that idiot in Uromi, I don't like mentioning his name, was arrested in the early hours of this morning when I led a team of policemen to Urumi last night, and he was arrested in the early hours of this morning. He was not kidnapped, he was arrested by policemen. He's a stupid bastard. You think he can insult our Oba of Benin and go home to sleep? That can never happen. Not in our generation. So,
hello? Hello? You see, those Ijo, our brother, people who get land. You see, the Ijo people, they talk about they be foreigners, they be settlers. Now they come people settlers, no, not be settlers. Here we might, we go to me go to here.
Ijo communities of Edo State. Number 6, that the Oba Ewere too should acquaint himself properly with the correct historical facts on the true relationship between the Ijos and the Benins during the pre-colonial and colonial era before making an ill-motivated expansion moves. Number 7, Okomu Kingdom hosts the following companies, namely Okomu Oil Palm Company PLC, Okomu National Park Services, Ose Rubber Estate Limited. In the light of the foregoing, we hereby, on behalf of the Traditional Council of Okomu Kingdom, under the watch of the Kalaswo in Council, enjoin both the Edo and the federal both the Edo State and the federal government of Nigeria to accord the Ijos of Edo State their economic and political freedom. In the Bible, God commanded Pharaoh to allow the Israelites to have their freedom, which Pharaoh refused because God had hardened his heart for an unforeseen consequence.
You see, he say God tell Pharaoh make he allow the Israelites to get freedom. He say no. You know the Pharaoh never be the Oba of Benin. See him now.
All entreaties to persuade. All entreaties to persuade Pharaoh to listen to God Almighty and the voice of reason fell on deaf ears. Nevertheless, the freedom of the Israelites came without any price paid.
Okay. You see, the freedom of the Israelites came without paying price. Oh, why have all the house you get me? We are Ijos, we are Ishans, we are Robos, we are Isoko, we are Igbos. All are Igodomigodos. We are coming from Ilebinu.
For it, because of their long years of slavery, the Edo State government and the Oba of Benin should let the Ijos of Edo State to have their freedom, which Pharaoh refused. Because of the foregoing, we hereby, on behalf of the Traditional Council of Okomu Kingdom, under the watch of the Kalaswo in Council, enjoin both the Edo and the federal both the Edo State and the federal government of Nigeria to accord the Ijos of Edo State their economic and political freedom. In the Bible, God commanded Pharaoh to allow the Israelites to have their freedom, which Pharaoh refused because God had hardened his heart for an unforeseen consequence. All entreaties to persuade. All entreaties to persuade Pharaoh to listen to God Almighty and the voice of reason fell on deaf ears. Nevertheless, the freedom of the Israelites came without any price paid. For it, because of their long years of slavery, the Edo State government and the Oba of Benin should let the Ijos of Edo State to have their God-given and inherent rights economic, and political freedom. Thanks and God bless.
So emphatically clear that the judges in Edo State are not at war with the Benin.
Express the solidarity of the entire Ijaw nation, from Akwa Ibom State to Ondo State, with the Ijaw people of Edo State. All that has been said here, we affirm it in totality. The Ijaw people are not settlers in Edo State. The Ijaw people are indigenes and owners of the lands that they occupy in Edo State. So we are in total solidarity with them. And let me also make this point, that any threat or attack on Ijaw people in Edo State is an attack on the entire Ijaw nation in Nigeria. And more importantly, let me also emphasize the point, as a lawyer of more than 10 years standing, a lot of you have been emphasizing a court judgment. I have read the judgment that you are referring to between two individuals in Gelegele and Ogboton. That judgment has nothing, let me emphasize, very important, that judgment has nothing to do with the entirety of the land that is owned by the Ijaw people of Edo State. You cannot use a land dispute between two individuals from two communities to rob the entire nation. It's ridiculous. Even if there is a dispute over a parcel of land in this community, you cannot say that because of that dispute, the entirety of this community is owned by the Benin people. So that judgment has no relevance to the issue at stake. So we want to warn and advise the government of Edo State to behave like a government and not an extension of the Oba Palace.
So that is why we are in the Supreme Court, for them to tell us whether the Oba of Benin has that power to go and tamper with our edict that was signed into law. You didn't invite us, you didn't tell us, you didn't let us know, we didn't know until when we install our current king. Then you say we have committed an offense. All the previous Ogiamians we have installed, we have never taken permission from the Oba of Benin. Rather, before you install the Oba of Benin, you must come to us. Because part of the treaty is that before an Oba is installed, the Ogiame has a role to play. But in the treaty, the Oba has no role to play in the installation of Ogiame. You can see the difference. The Ogiame has an important role to play before an Oba becomes an Oba of Benin. But in the case of Ogiame, the Oba has no role because it's a visitor, it's a stranger. But today, a stranger has forged document, he's not the original person, fighting the owners of the land, chasing us about, even trying to kill us. We are hiding. Can just imagine what a legal document can do. Use a legal, just like the Nigerian Constitution. You have used the Nigerian Constitution to turn the South. Well, we don't know. Our lawyer told us that the case is supposed to come up today. That is why we came. But unfortunately, the case has been adjourned. And they will give our lawyer a new date and we will come back. The case continues. The thing is, let me tell you a brief history of my family so that you understand what is actually happening. Today, what is today known as Benin City was started by my great-great-grandfather called Pa Ogiso. He was Ogiso of Igodomigodo. He ruled Igodomigodo Kingdom from the Ogisos ruled Igodomigodo Kingdom from 9th century AD to about 11th to 12th century AD before the Oduduwa dynasty came and invaded the Ogiamians. During the invasion, it was so bloody. At a certain point, there was peace. During that peace, the agreement was signed, which is now called the Ekwipaga Treaty. That Ekwipaga Treaty, then the reigning Ogiso, Ogiso Irebo, leased a particular portion of Igodomigodo to the current Oba of Benin, where they are staying now. That is what the Ogiso gave to the current Oba, where they are staying now. And they have been there living with us peacefully until about by 1968, the then military administrator of the Midwestern state recognized Ogiame and the Oba of Benin on the same traditional status as king, and we have been living peacefully. But unknown to us that the Oba of Benin, knowing the implication of putting the Ogiame and the Oba of Benin on the same traditional status, decided to falsify our records and remove the Ogiame title from the Gazette, unknown to us. We didn't know. So 2015, there was a vacuum in our family. We decided to install a new king, which is the current Ogiame Arisco. Then the current Oba took us to court that we have committed an offense. We said no, we have not committed any offense. Before we know it, they sent our king to prison. They made it difficult for us to bail our king. Then we went to the High Court. The High Court saw our case and released our king. So they went to Court of Appeal. Where the Court of Appeal gave ruling. The Court of Appeal gave ruling saying that yes, the Ogiame stool is recognized. The same status of the Oba of Benin. But they are constrained. Their constraint is that the Ogiame stool in the Gazette has been tampered with. Who tampered with it? They didn't tell us. So that's when we now say, okay, we now went to Supreme Court to appeal to find out from the Supreme Court whether a traditional stool as great as that of the Ogiame of Utantan could be tampered with by one single person. That letting us know. That's why we're in the Supreme Court. No more, no less. And we have said this repeatedly. We are not interested in the stool of the Oba of Benin. Rather, the Oba of Benin is dragging our coveted stool, because the more we exist, the more we serve as a threat to them. Because they have criminally falsified our document. Now they are using it to punish us. We are not criminals. They are the criminals fighting us. So, and we have said it, and we say it again. The current Oba should leave us alone. He knows the truth. He knows we are not dragging him. We are not dragging his stool. He is the one fighting us. He is the one dragging our stool. And that is it. And we have told Benin. They came to Igodomigodo land, invaded us, and forcefully took occupation of where they are staying today. We are not bothering them. We have allowed them to stay. Now, as we have allowed them to stay, they are also They came to Igodomigodo land, invaded us, and forcefully took occupation of where they are staying today. We are not bothering them. We have allowed them to stay. Now, as we have allowed them to stay, they went and forged documents. They are criminals. Now they are forged documents and calling us criminals. So we are now in the Supreme Court to tell us whether a particular person, because he was privileged, he was having a relationship with the previous governor, could falsify our records to make us criminals. We are not criminals. They are the criminals. So this is what we are. That's why we are in the Supreme Court. Following the Supreme Court, they didn't meet today. They will communicate a new date to our lawyer. The Ogiame stool is date started 9th century ago. It started as Ogiso. It started as Ogiso from 9th century. By 11, when Ogiso Irebo was Ogiso of Igodomigodo, when Oba Romia came to fight us, then Ogiso Irebo was shouting, telling the Beninese who were supporting him ignorantly, say, look, I'm your ba if Igodomigodo, Ogie Ami if Igodomigodo. That was why the stool now converted from Ogiso to Ogiame. So the Ogiso stool is 9th century to date. You can calculate that. It's an old stool. So an old traditional stool cannot be put under limitation. It's a traditional stool, not a honorary stool. So we are the Supreme Court for them to tell us whether a particular person has that right to just tamper with an edit that was signed by an indigene of the state, the late Dr. Osobemodiah. It's an indigene of Benin. He knows. We didn't lobby. We didn't send anybody to go and beg him to recognize us. They know that we are the owners of Benin. And they recognize us as king. They put us, Obemudia signed it and put Ogiame and Oba Benin on the same pedestal statue. We are not disturbing them. Although as at that time of rulership, there was nothing coming to the only recognition traditional ruler had then was just mere government invite when they have special dignitaries. No salary, no allowance. So the previous Ogiame were like I said, were not really serious. They were busy farmers, illiterate. So the Oba Benin and the Obas, previous Obas who came from a more civilized environment, cashed in on it and decimated us. And two, the previous Ogiame too were not comfortable sitting in the midst of invaders, even though they have been recognized by God. These are invaders, they are criminals. They forced them way through to Igodomigodo. And don't mind you, during the slave trade area, the previous robbers were capturing our people, sending them to slave. So Ogiames too were afraid to go and meet in the meeting with them. He doesn't know whether they want to carry him as slave and give to the white people who came. So they use this psychological warfare. The Ojames now are beginning to stay away. One, there was no salary. Two, there was no government recognition. Just merely they have a function, they invite you, you come, you go. So our previous Ojames were farmers. So the Oba cashed in on it and decimated us. Then
Speaking on behalf of the union, a representative of the president in Benin City, Uyi Osunde, said the utterances in the live video on social media by the said Murphy came as a rude shock to them, as he has never been their member at any point in time. He said the Edo community in Germany holds the Benin monarch, Oba Eware II, in high esteem and can never descend so low to challenge the monarch's authority. Mr. Osunde said the press briefing became necessary to put the record straight to the general public that the members of the union in Germany has nothing to do with the said Uyi Murphy, and the general public should be aware that the president of Edo community in Germany is Ejodame Christian and not Uyi Murphy.
We do not know or have any connection to the above named person. He is not a president of our community, as he has said in one of his online presentations. Therefore, any person who has anything to do with him, including the passing of insult on the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Oba Eware II, will have himself or herself to blame. Anyone who is an enemy to the palace of the Oba of Benin is an enemy to our community and the entire Edo State as a whole.
The spokesperson said they are using the opportunity of the press briefing to communicate to the Edo State government, the police, and other relevant authorities. In a recent online video, the said Uyi Murphy, who portrayed himself as the president of Edo community in Germany, among other things, challenged the authority of the Benin monarch, Omonoba Nedu Ukwa Polopolo, Oba Eware II, a situation that the community in Germany frowned at. Efosa Wangwe reporting.
Quote me wrong. I don't know Europe. Oh, I don't Nigeria. I dey tell you true. Just leave that artifact. When you bring it for us, Obaseki will take a do museum for us. Then people will go to watch them. Now what think with it? They carry that thing from Benin. They carry that thing from Esako. They carry that thing from Ishan. They carry that thing from Urobu. Now different places now they steal that thing. When the Great Britain armed robbers came to steal from us, Britain are the problem. Oba Benin. Oba of Oduduwa. Oba, you know, guess what? I dey tell you my mind. Yes, una say now Benin don't they fight for their right. Now so now that they talk say, Esanja no go walk. Me I dey quiet. Make a fellow look what your Obaseki go talk. Whether Obaseki no go give us our throne after many years of suffering. Now there you now go know say whether I be politician or I be human rights activist or I dey talk true. Oba Benin, take your eye come up for there. All those Benin juju, all those useless Benin media people, when they shout Oba, who be Oba? Oba, you be God? Oba, no, you don't get those state. You are a stranger in this land. I want to quote you right. Obaseki even get power passing for this state. Obaseki na Ogiso family. If you not like, make una listen. If you not like, make una not listen. Make una tell Oba those artifacts when they come. Make you no touch her. Make they take a build museum. When we say they'll put that for there, all people are going to watch them, and don't say, oh, they get revenue. That they say they'll go put that for Oba Palace. Oba, nobody will get that palace. You are a stranger in that palace. Oba Benin, you are a stranger. You are a stranger. They tell you my mind. Don't touch my anointing and do his prophet no harm. Obaseki is no go area. Obaseki, the only person they tell them the truth. Say, Oba not supposed to collect that thing. Because nobody only Oba get her. Now you go to make the family get her. Now we be the real Giso. Oba came from Ile-Ife. Oba is a stranger in Benin. Now he made blood for Benin now. Because now blood Oba they use. Oba Benin, you are a blood man. Oba Benin, you are a blood. Listen. Esa people, Esa bari your way. Any January Mesa, bari your way. Bata mo buy your senobla. Any January Mesa, the king went to this land. Is my king, the most royal highness and respected. No come from Ile-Ife. You not be Yoruba. No, na be diri Edo. Idu no ga. Ma of your ba, of your game making, of your gisono game wagina. I be real original. I not be local Bini. I not be those kind useless Bini when they make noise for media. I know they do. What they do for Facebook? I know they see money for side. I know they say, oh yeah, click on, make I see money. Now let truth that God say make a consent. Tell about Bini. Fake Ogidiga. You are a fake man. Quiet. Not be your own. Leave that artifact. Leave that property. Leave our ancestors. Let them do mission for us. Anytime you read there, you pray. We will even back up church. You will get your wisdom. All those things were stolen from our forefathers. They stole them from Uromin. They stole them from Ekboma. They stole them from Auchi. They stole them from... Una don't know what did happen. Una they fear that useless Oba. Oba na me one driver come up for the those state. Oba don't be Bini. Oba na ile Binu. As I dey talk now, the whole world they watch am. Obaseki, my governor, lend me your ear. If you like, make you listen. If you like, make you no listen. Me, I don't confirm. I don't stand with my firm. I can never apologize to stranger. Oba is a stranger in Benin. Now maybe the Benin. Now maybe Edo. Now maybe Godo. Me, I no lock my door. I don't tell you that the truth now. Oba of Benin. Fake Oba. Artificial Oba. Oba you demand. I dey tell you now. I talk and hide. If I talk and hide, I lock my door. If I talk and hide, I run. Now they come and say, make I apologize for that idiot. Oba, if I apologize for you, God punish me. May my life no prosper. Send your squad come. And then you go know who I be. I'm a spiritual man. I work with only God. I don't work with Lucifer. Lucifer respect me. He say proud. About Benin. You go run na. You go come up for Benin with better. Because you no be Benin man. You be Yoruba man. Go to your village. Let Igodomi go to take his land. I don't rest my case. Now 7 days I want to do your work rich. For that day, you go to suffer, you go to hungry. You go die. Oba, you go die. Oba, either me die, you die. Let's sign this matter. From Urobo, they stole her from Igbo land. No be Oba get that artifact. And those people may not quiet oh. All those ones they believe that useless Oba. Oba no get level. Tell Oba what I talk. Tell Oba say make kill me early in the morning. Oba they learn. No fit kill me because who is in me superior than that useless Oba? Oba quiet. Oba fake Oba. Ile Binu quiet. You know be Bini. You know be Edo State. You are. You know what did happen? Now me the talker. Now me the talker. Now me they tell Oba say you no be Bini man. I'm not afraid. But Oba say my friend, you can't call me. You disappoint me. Tell me say may I go beg Oba. Who be Oba when I will beg? Oba na God. I never know say you are so low. I hate you. About Obaze, let me tell you one word about life. Oh. Life is a good game. The day I will not say the truth, I will die. You say, now you're going to release me for station. Now the help when I help you now. Now the help when I help Papa Seki. Now the help when I help you now. Now make you call release me. Now Shomole arrest me now. If I praise the Shomole, I would have not be like this. About Obaze, you fuck me up. You are a fuck up man. Go and die, let them bury you. I will never apologize. Isha must reign. Isha, I'm an Isha man. I no be Oyoba, I be Oyogi. I no be Oba Pikin. Oba can never take everything from us. Why are they telling us the truth now? Me una listen o. Anytime from now I'm dying. Benin may come and kill me, but Isha people make not leave me for Jackson. Go do. I know they with those people. Now God tell me say make I wake up, tell Oba Benin say he's a ritualist. Abba come call me. I tell Abba say, cool down, you are my friend. It's all right. Listen to me. Say no one is to say, may I go apologize to which bastard, to which that useless Yoruba man. May I go apologize. Hey, God of Nazareth, Almighty exceeding grace, search your word. Abba, you fuck me up, get out. From today, God, I disown you as you disown me. As you tell me, say, make I delete your number. From today, go, I will never call you again. You know be my God. I started this race, you are a small boy. You know pass the governor when I dey fight for. Governor know wetin I dey talk. Even though that they pretend say governor no know. No be governor send me. Na my God send me say Oba Benin no fit carry that artifact. We get many regions wey get the matter. Even na like make una lis ten. Na like make una lis ten. I no lock my door. I'm not afraid of death. If I die, but Mona no bury me for ground. Mona put me in iron box. Mona put me in the sea. Because land no sweet. Oba Benin a liar. How can he tell us, say, now only you get that place? Now only you get the money. Now only you get everything. Now they class for Oba Benin. Who is Oba Benin? Oba Benin, I repeat it again. Take me to anywhere, I go put your fire. You are a killer. Now you make blood no finish for those. Now you make blood no finish for Benin. Because the youth people, they do human sacrifice. Mona, let's say the truth. Let everything be all right. Let those things be fine. Do you think I'm afraid of Oba Benin? Oba no get juju. Yoruba juju no dey work. Oba is a Yoruba man. Oba no be Ogiso. Oba no be God. Who is calling me? Who is that? I dey do life. Watch me for life. Watch me for life. I dey do life. Oba dey learn. Oba Benin, you no reach like my king. No reach Onojo from me. Onojo from me get pass you. Aslan, my king, my most highest king. The king will get matter. King will get swag. You will be strong. Oba Benin, you be strong. Yes. Abat, you fuck up. Abat, you are a stupid man. I hate you. You chop money on behalf of me now. I go to prison for Baseki. I'm not begging you people to share it. I don't beg you to put am. I don't do Facebook matter. May I take see money. I'm suffering, but I'm suffering for God, because truth is my God, truth is my love, truth is my friend. Oba Benin, that antiquity, that artifact when they come, you no go touch one. They'll take and build museum. It's a proud. Now go to get her. Not be Oduduwa get her. Not be Yoruba. You are a Yoruba man. Let's say the truth, they will be ashamed. Una dey fear death. That is my boy. I control death. That is my junior brother. I know the day I will die. If I want to die, I will not cry. Send Benin come. Send the come. No say Oba Benin get people when they keep people for am. Because na blood man. Oba Benin, you are a blood man. Nobody go both talker for Nigeria. They dey Europe they talker. Now me dey Nigeria now. May I give you my address? Oba Benin, I want to give you my address. Where they stay? I dey Uromi. Esa North East. If you cross Agonati, I get many houses, but I no dey stay my house. Now my hotel I dey stay. If you reach cross Agonati, you go enter Ifandio. When you enter Ifandio, ask where Jocker Empire dey. Empire Republic. Godo himself. Oba Benin, me I no dey with all those people. I don't dream say I say you are a coward. Oba Benin, you are a coward. Oba Benin, you know be Benin man. Oba of Yoruba. Let me disgrace your name. Yes, Oba, hear this matter when I tell you. Call your squad to come and kill me. I know anytime from now I will die because of people who talk like too much. They don't like truth. They will because of Oba kill me. But don't kill me. Listen to what I tell you. Abat, you fuck me up. Oba said, you chop money in the government now. Which money I chop? The money when I give me, I think I repair Agonati. Money when Obasaki give me, when he pay me for SSA. Now Uromi I take repair. I don't chop $1 for his side. Ask the Uromi. And my governor know the truth. And my governor fight for the truth. And my governor is an original. Obaseki, and they warn you. No give out that useless number British space, oh. No give out that British space.
Now here say this our brother Jocker, he was fighting for the artifacts. Now only he come out for Benin to stand with the governor. The rest for hide that bad they work for Oba. Now see I'm saying now artifacts Oba can agbe wapa now. Because of artifact, now he want kill and put it. They say not can where they don't see when they constitute they cause governor. Governor arrest them. We are hereby appealing to the state government. We thank the Edo State Judiciary for allowing the rule of law to play. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, the Commissioner of Police have went to High Court today to take the release warrants. The Commissioner of Police he have interest because of he's too corrupt. We don't know what the Commissioner of Police want to do with him. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, Jocker was fighting for the artifacts, for the money to use it to build the museum. Now, because nobody can talk. If Jocker was insulting you now, he will not go to prison. Oba Bini is suppressing him because of the artifacts. I want to say something again. My great people of Edo State. These two things I want to tell you now. I have the phone number for my Jocker sister. If you have any little thing, if you want to give it to my Jocker sister, please give it to him for her. If you want to give me anything concerning Jocker, hold the receipts and also call my number. Anything you want, please tell me. Tomorrow now we will also the lawyer will take today now they go threaten now. They bust our money for inside courts. Me no they understand what they happen. If you not take money, but they don't feel bribe judge. But this chief judge you carry come Edo State now. I beg wanna send me a name. What type of chief judge be this one? He not even behave like the former chief judge. You never see this kind of chief judge before. If na the former one, na 2 months, then Jocker will dey for prison custody. But this chief judge wey dey carry come Edo State, which tribe? Some people say na from Esako. If na so Esako you be, now you say you be regional Igodo. Abeg, una send me a name, Edo State chief judge. Me I come thank am. I talk the state judiciary say if good person dey on top, country go good. When bad person dey on top, country go scatter. Chief judge, or you and your executive, abeg, make the remaining judge still be like you. Make you set up committee. Any judge will not be like you, make the driver come out. Now Igodo na be chief judge, aborigine. Our people get good minds. Now Oba, na commissioner of police will come court. Hey, if not, no, which Shama you don't see where come out? Which Benin man you don't see where come out? Apart from our Isha sister and our Isha Benin sister. Now they talk about this man Udogunoge, and our brother with Jamie there. I don't forget Obiaja. So if I not come out, come show. Now so now for your liver make that day. So today now, the body would not realize since yesterday. Since day for yesterday is no, I know they talk the money come out again. Now that one continue to go here and the listing. I beg, one or no verse. I know they measure money again. Continue to go there, they calculate all those money. Ogbon hen go continue to go. Wa soon. I beg, mokuna support. Mokuna support money because we need money. Walao. Wo we are back. Mokuna support with money because let us walao get help because if they I know feel the talks of kind secret come out. Please, if you know you love freedom, let us help. Thank you very much. God bless you. The telephone number I did here. This blue, where do you understand that telephone number?
Yes, my name remains Otis Erusa Ugbo, Elder. Indian yes again ya ya si mi ewo Indian yes again poba ya si mi ewo ọba atọpẹ ise ẹgbàwẹsì umogun wẹsì.
You kill people every day, kidnapper your land, blood.
Of what happened in the book of Acts of the Apostles 10 from verse 20, when Cornelius was saying, "What's of a rubbish thing?" God can put somebody in position and he can remove you tomorrow. 1 Samuel 1, 1 Samuel writing as a secretary. You see a Benin man writing as a secretary. And then the Oba of Benin have to wake up. He need a lot of cleansing. Oba of Benin need a lot of cleansing. Because he must know that a life was given to him by somebody. If he's a king here, he cannot be king in heaven again. He needs to be talked to. He needs to be talked to. He's behaving like Nebuchadnezzar. And that is Daniel 4. You should go and read from verse 17. Enough is enough. The Lord said he will visit him before the end of 2022. And he needs to be very careful not to die in his sleep or fire inferno. And he's going to bury a lot of illustrious sons who joined hand with him to perpetrate and foment all this evil. And then the young man that was on the YouTube, that is telling him the truth, he should bring the boy back home and parley with the boy. The boy is the current angel of the Benin people. He's the current prophet saying the right thing to the Benin people. How many rituals have they done to kill him? They cannot. Can you fight God? No. And when you look at the book of Jeremiah, that same Jeremiah, he said in 23, from verse 18, he said, who has ever been in his council before amongst you? Then when you look at the book of Acts of the Apostles, 16, Acts of the Apostles 13, Acts of the Apostles 5, then Acts of the Apostles 7.